Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy, Sports and Fitness Rants? I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Got another great video for you guys today. As usual, you guys know the deal on this channel, man. We must continue to set the record straight. Stop the lies, stop the narrative, stop them from rewriting the history, y'all. You guys know that, man. And in this video, we're going to talk about LeBron James and the Lakers and how they're being celebrated for mediocrity, guys. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're going to focus on in this video. Because once again, the Lakers win a meaningless game, right? They get a win against another, bottom team, man. Not impressed with what the Lakers are doing, but they're being celebrated once again. Now all the Los Angeles Lakers and LeBron James hype is coming up now, right? Because they've won some games now, right? In this stretch here against a bunch of garbage teams. And now they're being celebrated for mediocrity, guys, as it relates to the outlook going into the season, guys. I'm going to talk about in this video. And I want to thank you guys, man. Everyone across the world, everyone across the states has been supporting my channel, guys. I am truly, truly humble, guys, by all support, man. Shout out to everybody out there, the true basketball fans, man. Shout out to everybody in the membership. You guys have truly humbled me with the comments, man. All the support, for real. Like I said, guys, you guys liking my videos, commenting, sharing your stories with me. It means a lot, guys. So much respect to all you guys out there for continuing to stand up. And you guys know what to do. Turn the volume all the way up. Hit that play button. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes. And let's roll. So, yes, guys, like I said, in this video, man, we're going to talk about how LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers are being celebrated for the mediocrity, which has been the season this year for the Los Angeles Lakers. This season has been a complete disaster, filled with all kinds of ups and downs, right? All kinds of weird scenarios that have been going on, right? Darvin Ham was on the hot seat. He was going to get fired. They were going to trade all of these players before the trade deadline, right? LeBron James is faking injuries, load managing, still walking off the court early. I told you he was the first player in the NBA to be given a technical foul for flopping this season, right? That's what's been going on this year. Still standing around on defense, stat padding on offense, right? The inconsistent play by the Los Angeles Lakers this season, right? I told you Anthony Davis is better when LeBron James is not there, right? So some games Anthony Davis looks great, some games he looks okay, and some days he doesn't look so great. This is the inconsistent play from the Los Angeles Lakers, right? They were riding high in the in-season tournament, right? They looked great. Everyone was riding high during the in-season tournament. Then all of a sudden, things are not going good, and Darvin Ham's on the high seat. They have to trade everybody. Remember this. This is the up and downs of a LeBron James-led team. I've told you the inconsistent play, right? Remember, coming into the season, they said what? The Los Angeles Lakers roster was revamped. They were retooled. LeBron James, the healthiest he's been in years. All of a sudden now, he's still nursing a sore ankle the entire season, right? Phantom injuries, but he was the healthiest he was in years coming into the season. Darvin Ham talking all this stuff coming into the season. Then all of a sudden, he's on the hot seat. The roster was retooled and revamped coming into the season, but then all of a sudden, before the trade deadline, they're talking about they need to make all these trades, make all these moves. So we think about the mediocrity. What am I alluding to? Well, what have I told you guys coming into this season? That the Lakers were the sixth best odds coming into the season to win a title, guys. Not to make the playoffs or make the play-in, to win a title. The sixth best odds out of 30 teams. That's pretty damn high, right? You're in the top 10 teams to win a title. So you're a contender. You're a legit contender. This is why they were saying coming into the season, the Lakers were revamped and all these things, right? We get all that. But also, the Lakers were expected to win 47 games this season. If I remember correctly, they were expected or projected to win 47 or 48 games this season. If you guys know, the Lakers I believe they've won 43 games. I believe last night was their 43rd win of the season. So when I talk about being celebrated for mediocrity, this is what I'm talking about. This is what we could point to. They were expected to win 47 or 48 games this season, right? But somehow they're struggling to make it to 45 wins. They barely get to 40 wins this season. Once again, they're barely in the play-in. They're not a top 6 contender to win the title. Does anybody think so? Maybe, maybe not. But once again, this always points to what I'm telling you guys on this channel. That LeBron James teams are inconsistent throughout the seasons because LeBron James lacks the consistent leadership, the consistent game, the consistent hustle, right? To show up consistently. All these things lead to his teammates being inconsistent, right? He's always forcing them to fit around him in the system. So LeBron James never takes a back seat, so to speak. So everyone else, right, picks and chooses when they're supposed to step up, when they're supposed to be the second or third option, whatever the case may be. So this is why I tell you guys, LeBron James and the Lakers are being celebrated for mediocrity, man. They barely win 43 games this season, right? They're struggling to get to 45 wins when they were expected to win 47. But everyone will pump up LeBron James and Lakers now all of a sudden because they've won, what, 6 out of the last 10 games or whatever the case may be. Now, oh, the Lakers could go on a run in the postseason now, right? No one's going to point to all the assistance they've gotten from the referees and the free throw advantage that they have over the rest of the league, which is like 200 or 300 more free throws than any other team in the NBA right now. For back-to-back seasons, once again, they lead the NBA by far and away in free throw attempts, fouls called in favor of them, all of these things, guys. Right? This is how it always works out for LeBron James and Lakers over the last several seasons, but everyone wants to celebrate what they've been doing on the court and never mention these kinds of things, right? They never want to talk about these things, guys, and this is the standard I'm talking about, and this is the mediocrity that they're being celebrated for. They're in the 9th seed, guys, the 9th seed, and you have LeBron James' fans out here celebrating his stats, his numbers, right? All this nonsense that he's doing, all this fluff, does nothing for his career, does nothing for his legacy or his overall greatness, because once again, LeBron James, his legacy and greatness has taken more of a hit over the last several years than he's added to it with this time in LA. The walking off the court, like I mentioned, guys, the poor sportsmanship, not shaking hands with players, right? Always pointing at his teammates, always needing more help, always crying about this, crying about that, lying to the fans about this, talking trash to the fans about that, having fans ejected from the stands. Always getting players traded, coaches fired. How many coaches has he had in LA, guys? This is what, his 3rd coach since he's been in LA, and they were talking about getting rid of this guy this season. This is LeBron James. This is where his legacy is taking a hit. You got your wife coming off stage calling you the GOAT. You got all these people in the media paid off to talk nice about you and create these false narratives, these lies, trying to bend the reality and rewrite the history. We're not buying it. I told you this is what we're standing up to. All this nonsense, man. And once again, more the same. They've lowered the bar for LeBron James and the Lakers, right? They had the 6th best odds coming into the season. Now they're being celebrated for winning 7 out of 10 games or 6 out of 10 games here at the end of the season when they've beaten literally no one. They beat nobody, guys. They've beaten nobody. They haven't done anything. And people talking about they're going to make a run. They're going to make a run due to the referees and the NBA pushing and helping the Lakers out. That's the only way they're going to make a run. They're not going to make a run based off of their merit and their consistent play. They're still not a great road team. And once again, they're still not consistent. You have a team like the Houston Rockets that was able and managed to win, 11 games in a row recently? The Lakers haven't sniffed anything like that in years. So what are we talking about here as it relates to the consistent play of the Lakers, which would make you believe that they're a true contender like they were supposed to be coming into the season? So once again, even if the Lakers are a contender for the championship, that's what they were supposed to be. Once again, being celebrated for mediocrity. The bar has been lowered for the Lakers. They were supposed to be contenders for a championship this season, and they're barely making the play-in. And then people want to make it seem like it's a big deal that they're being touted as contenders. They were supposed to be contenders. And you have guys like Paul Pierce talking about, well, if they could make it to the championship and win a championship as the 8th seed or the 9th seed or the 7th seed, dude, you make no sense. They're contenders coming into the season. They were preseason favorites. And all of a sudden now, because they underperformed during the regular season, now we've lowered the bar. Oh, if LeBron James could win as a 7th, 8th seed, why is LeBron James' team a 7th, 8th, or 9th seed? That's what we should be asking. Those are the conversations that should be being had. But those are never the conversations that are had, guys. All they want to do is, once again, bend the reality and move the goalposts. If LeBron James does that, if this, if that, it's always if. Oh, next season now, right? Last season it was if they win a title. Now all of a sudden this year it's if they win a title. They don't win a title this year, it'll be next season. Well, if LeBron James and Lakers win a title this season, that'll make them the GOAT. You see what I'm saying, guys? They just keep pushing and bending the reality, changing the narrative up. Now all of a sudden they want to make it seem as if the Lakers are underdogs. Now the Lakers are underdogs somehow. This is the narrative that the LeBron James fans, the media want you to believe. LeBron James is always some kind of an underdog now. He's always got to fight against the odds and battle uphill to win championships. That's not the case, ladies and gentlemen, and I've always told you guys this on this channel. The evidence is right there before you. Look at all the years that LeBron James teams were the preseason favorites, guys. I'm talking about the preseason #1 favorite to win a title coming into a season. Go look how many times that was, and you'll be surprised how many times he did not win the championship as the overall preseason favorite coming into the season, because his teams always underachieve, because LeBron James does not hold them to that standard by practicing hard and working on all these kinds of things. The leadership has never been there consistently. His effort on the defensive end has not been consistent there over all these years. This is the problem for LeBron James. This is why he always needs other players, more trades, more free agents, all these guys to come and help him. He needs an Anthony Davis to save him in LA. And once again, the Lakers are being celebrated for mediocrity, winning 43 games this season. They're being celebrated for going on a run here, winning 6 or 7 of the last 10 games, beating no ones, being a bunch of bums at home, not doing anything. Once again, like I told you guys, not impressive at all what LeBron James and Lakers have done this season. This season has been a complete disaster. It's been a complete disaster. And once again, they need to be carried by the referees and in-season tournament to even be in the play-in. But we're celebrating this mediocrity. We're celebrating stats and numbers for LeBron James, and it doesn't make any sense. This is what I'm talking about. The bar has been lowered for these guys, the all-time greats. It doesn't even matter anymore whether they're winning or losing or they're living up to the standard that they had coming into the season. No, they've underachieved and underperformed, but it's okay. Once again, the Los Angeles Lakers and LeBron James, guys, are being celebrated for the mediocrity, which has been the 2023-2024 season. You guys know the deal, man. We must continue to set the record straight, man. Hold these guys to the standard, right? Stop allowing the media to rewrite, bend reality, guys, and change the narratives, guys, with the lies. You guys know the deal, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one.